Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I am your host, the Clouded Crow, and today we'll be reacting to the second Legend of the Galactic Heroes movie, which is going to be Legend of the Galactic Heroes Overture to a New War. Now, in the last episode, not only were we introduced to the two big factions that were kind of duking it out in this anime, which are the Alliance and the Empire, but we also got to meet the main characters that we're going to be focusing on for each of those alliances, for each of those factions. The first one is going to be Reinhard von Lohengrin, who was pretty much the main character of the Empire faction, and then we had Yang Wen-li, who was the main character of the Alliance. And so we got to kind of see how at first these guys were kind of looked down on. Nobody really cared for what they had to say or what decisions they wanted to make, and then towards the end of the movie they were finally starting to get taken seriously by their superiors, by their colleagues, by everyone around them, because they made decisions that saved lives and that turned the war. So now they're going to be taken more seriously, and that was pretty much just an introduction, just kind of setting the stage for what's going to happen in the rest of the series. And now this movie that we're going to be watching today is going to be a continuation from there. So I was told to pay extra attention this time to the characters and their names in this movie because they're going to be very important. In the first movie it wasn't as heavy, but now there are going to be unique characters with unique stories, perspectives, and so it'd be beneficial to pay close attention to those characters. So I will try my best to do so. But now, without any further ado, if you guys are excited for the episode, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the episode down below, and subscribe. For more Slice Shonen content, make sure to check out the Cloud Crowd Discord, link will be in the description, and also consider supporting me and my channel through Patreon for as low as $2. But with that all out of the way, let's get right into this episode. Alright, so this is the part of the episode where you guys can choose one of two options. You can either choose the first option, which will be following along. I will have links to the source videos that I'll be looking at so that you guys can pop open those links and then follow along with me. Or you can choose the second option, which will be the Mega link or the Google Drive link, so that you can just watch with the reaction and the anime in the corner, everything all together. But without any further ado, let's get into this. So we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Alright. It's gonna be an hour and a half, so it's time to buckle up, get your snacks, get your popcorn, because it's gonna be a long ride today. I think the first movie was about this long as well. Maybe a bit shorter? Like an hour, 10 minutes? Space era. Imperial year. Alright. This is the Empire, right? Yeah, because that's our ship. The one that stands out compared to everyone else's. Right? Oh, I gotta turn it down a bit. Jeez. But yeah, that's definitely our boy Reinhard. Man, guess not everyone respects him. Yeah, hold your tongue. But I think, I don't know. I'd say, I mean, I can't really speak for the rest of them, but I think he's made some moves that definitely show that he's capable of the position. Oh, he has two different colored eyes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't just get rid of him. Especially when he's putting in work. Hmm. Is this his sister? The Countess is here. So the Countess is his sister. And there she is. Looks like she's waiting for him. Man, I wonder how long they're out for. Cause like I don't know how long space travel takes, but I'd imagine they'd be gone for months at a time. Maybe even years. Depending on what they have to do. Alright. Alright. Or at least gone from their like hometowns. But as we saw in the last movie, there were some cities that they stopped at to hang out before the big war. But I wonder, like, when they go on these ships and kind of set sail away from home, how long they're actually gone until they can come back. Alright, looks like the people are proud. Or maybe they're not the people, maybe these are um, all the other people working under him. Yeah. I know at first everyone was kind of trash talking him, saying like, "Oh man, why do I gotta work under this guy?" But then, especially after what he did in that war, they're like, "You know what? This guy actually saved our lives. Like, maybe he's not that bad." Meanwhile, the Alliance looks like they're finally heading back home too. Oh, you hear the crowd cheering in the back, and there's a Yang. Oh snap, family? Oh, friends it looks like. Lap is his name. Hmm. Is this about the girl? Or something else on his mind? Oh, snap. He's thinking of popping the question. Good guy Yang. Oh man, that little water fountain was beautiful. And is this the girl? Or is this not her? Okay. Maybe he's just nervous. He's going in. Oh, he took his hat off. Oh man. She doesn't look too happy. Oh. Oh, you know what? Maybe did she have feelings for Yang? I don't know. It seemed like out of both of them, she was most excited to see Yang when she like waved them over, and then when he came and proposed, when Lap came and proposed to her, she didn't look necessarily ecstatic. Or maybe she was just really nervous. And so she was kind of looking towards Yang for affirmation. Yeah, she's kind of. What did she say? She wants to dance with him? Man, why can't we hear them? It looks like they are going to dance. Man, I definitely feel like she had feelings for Yang. Oh, he stepped on her foot by accident. You know, I can't really explain it. There's kind of a charm in not knowing exactly what they're saying. Oh man. Dang. So I'm guessing he gets the picture now. John is his name? Hmm. So I wonder what Yang's love life is looking like. Does he have any family? Hmm. He's drinking alone. Maybe something's on his mind. And I don't think it was just what happened earlier this night. Or maybe that does tie in with it. Maybe like him finding out that she had feelings for him made him kind of think about like when he's actually gonna sit down and like settle down, start a family, find a woman he wants to marry. Very interesting stuff. Especially because there were no subtitles. I feel like there are a couple different ways you can interpret what happened. That is true. Finally gonna see his sister after who knows how long. What? What is he doing? And there she is. Oh, his hands are dirty. Look at what you did, Ryan. This is so wholesome. Man, so they really must not have seen each other for a long time. Julian. Ah, I knew it was Yang. He's hungover from last night. Not necessarily. I wonder what their relationship is. Is he like his nephew or? Because he called Yang his guardian. Or maybe he's like a butler or something. That's definitely a very regal name. And Rose. So it's kind of a win-win for him. Or both of them. Hmm. Hmm. Now they're leaving already. Yeah, he definitely picked up on it. Is that the reason why he's doing this? Man, that really must suck. Being trapped in that building all day. Hmm. Interesting. Didn't seem he was particularly happy with those words, but he had to let him know. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so true. The people that are the most pro-war aren't like taking part in it firsthand or experiencing it firsthand. Are they unpacking or packing up? Oh, does he like his sister? Oh, and there are the orders that were sent to him. Man, man. They keep sending him on these suicide missions, man. Yeah, he knows exactly what they're after, too. Man, that's cool. So it seems like these guys really want to get rid of Reinhardt, but I wonder to what lengths they'd go through. Oh, dang. That's crazy, man. Just think about it. You're given such a talented soldier and you're trying to get rid of him. Like, why don't they try to refine him and use him to finally win this war instead of getting rid of him just because of his circumstances? Oh, looks like the information was passed on. I feel like this is such a simple minded way to think about it. Like Yang said, it's like, oh, they have 20,000 people? Let's just send 40,000. Oh no. Mm-hmm. So he's been adopted then. He's trying to spare you the hassle that comes with it, the pain that comes with it. And just like he said earlier, the people that are the most pro-war are the people that aren't on the front lines. And this kid said he wants to be on the front lines, and he's trying to tell him like there's so much else that you can do in life. Like you're so good at cooking, your tea is delicious. You don't have to go down this route. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. I was about to say for a second, I like I know I was told to pay attention to names, but his was a little bit hard to remember. Kirchiais? Is that how you say it? Hmm. Or his sister called him Sig, right? Or Sieg? And they're finally setting off. Oh, and this is the Alliance setting off. Man, it doesn't seem like they got really much time to relax at all. They were here for maybe a day or two. Maybe a bit longer than that. I'd say like maybe 3 or 4 days. They got family members they're leaving behind. Wives, children. Man, their whole relationship is kind of I can't really comprehend what's going on right now. There's so many different possibilities going on in my head right now. There's the one that makes me think maybe she actually does like him, but she's afraid to get married because she knows he's in a very dangerous line of work. Or she knows he's in a very dangerous line of work. And so getting so attached to someone that you might never see again. Dang, man, I have a really bad feeling. Man. I feel like if they were on the same fleet, it'd be a bit better. Because then if they went down, they'd go down together. But now I have a really bad feeling that he might not come back. It just seems like everything's laying out perfectly. Like he got to confess his love. I don't know. It seemed like he kind of got to scratch everything off of his bucket list. Or most things. This is so dumb. Whoa. Dragon Star Zone. That's such a sick name. The Battle of Dragon Star Zone. Meanwhile, on Reinhardt's ship, hmm, it's only a matter of time for him. Or at least that's how he sees it. As expected, see? Just how they knew our numbers. We knew how they'd react to that. Honorable retreat. Oh, see? You gotta look at it from both sides. Oh. So they may have more numbers altogether, but they're divided into smaller groups. Yep, it's easier for us to organize our attacks. Yep. Because you could think of it as either 40 versus 20, or like 20 versus, I don't know, 12 versus 12 versus 12. I mean, roughly. Of course, it's not exactly 12,000, but I'm sure you guys get what I'm trying to say. Oh, that's kind of cool. Dang. Mm-hmm. Or maybe not. Was he thinking about what his sister said about Reinhardt? Man, they're doing it to my boy again. It's because your brain can't comprehend. Man, that must really suck, dude. Imagine being in a position like that, where you're asked to provide your opinion and it just keeps getting rejected because it doesn't follow suit with what everyone's used to. Is she an instructor? Jessica Edwards. So does she want to put an end to this war? Their plan's starting to blow up in their face now. Dude, he told them, man. How many times are you gonna keep rejecting my man's plans and having your own blow up in your face? He told them that it was incomplete. And now look, already one ship down. I mean, there are plenty of ships, so I guess the one ship down isn't a huge deal, but dang. It's so sad because I'd say Reinhardt and Yang Wen-li both rival each other's intelligence pretty closely. But the problem is, Yang is never able to put his strategies and tactics into practice. Like, he offers them, but no one ever takes it seriously. Whereas Reinhardt, he's in a position where he can make his own decisions to an extent. What are they called? Spartanians? Dang, and so much for those. Their plane is literally blowing up in their face. Literally, this looks so one-sided. Man. Ah, dude, I just hope Yang and my boy Gene. Wow. That's crazy. They had to shoot through one of their own ships, and they still ended up getting caught. Oh wow, the names of the ships. Oh, now you want his opinion. Now that yours is in the trash. Oh wow, it was about 12,000. Hey, nice math. Oh, snap. Smart. Yeah, so you can listen to him and lose everyone. Or you can listen to him and save the second and sixth fleet. Or not listen to him and everyone die. Dude, this guy is such a bonehead, man. He's trying to ignore facts and logic with, we have more numbers, we have more experience. So is it just mostly a pride thing? Like these older guys aren't really happy with being led by someone so young, someone so inexperienced? Oh, dang. Yeah, now look at them. Luck. It seems like they're slowly starting to come around. Oh, get out of here, dude. These guys are just salty because their stupid plan to go kill Reinhardt is blowing up in their face. Man. It's nice to see Karma turn around and smack so many people in the face that deserve it. So I don't remember, which fleet are we a part of exactly? The second, the fourth, or the sixth? Lap. Jean. Oh wait, I'm so dumb. It has the numbers of the fleets on the side. I wasn't paying attention to our number though. Why did I just now realize that? Oh, it's a Dagon star zone, not dragon. They laugh now. Wait, what? Is that how it works? He said is it AM or PM? Is that is that really how it works? I thought the number just meant like the angle that they're coming at us from. I didn't know AM or PM mattered. Like when people say like watch my six, that's like watch behind me. And doesn't look like this is boding too well. Man. Yeah. Now they can't even shoot back, right? Because we're hitting them from the side. Dang. And this is the close range combat. Dang, man. And it's too late. We're already on it. So much for the Spartans. Man. And look at us. Still holding the majority of our numbers. Meanwhile, theirs are crumbling. Dang, let them know, Reinhardt. Wow. Most of their military experience is just eating and napping, dude. It's time for a change. And the 6th fleet. They've already been hit. Well, wait, all of them are the 6th fleet. No, oh, Gene! Dang, man. A luminous signal. What does it mean? Put your pride aside, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, plus these people have families and stuff, dude. Exactly, man. These people have their own lives they're trying to live. God. Man. Gosh. And there's John. Wow. That's so sad, man. This is exactly why Yang. It's exactly why Yang didn't want that kid to join in this war. Because then he'd have to go through stuff like this. Don't tell me. Is that a frame of Jean? Oh, oh my gosh. That's so sad, man. So we're the second fleet. Oh my gosh. Idiots, man. I'm not crying, alright? Just so you guys know. It's only one eye. It's just the wind. Too late. We're already. Dang, don't tell me this is the end of Yank, too. Oh man, he's knocked out. I was just about to say, will he be able to pull out a quick strategic withdrawal like last time? Oh, he got back up. Oh, the commander. I mean, I guess most people would be thinking like deserved, but I don't think anyone deserves this. So is he the next in charge then? Yang. Hmm. Jeez. How many ribs do you even have? 8? No, there's more than 8. He's passing it to him. Passing the mantle. So he's not gone. He's just down for now. But you know, respect to him, man. He willingly passed the reins to wen-li. He's intrigued. Spindle formation. All right, everyone's getting into formation. He's like, oh, we cannot lose, huh? And how do you plan to make that happen? I like how calm and relaxed he is, even under all of this pressure. Time's running short. Come on, Yang. Oh snap! Starting to return the damage. Oh man! They're charging into each other head on. But they dodged it. Oh! Ooh, just barely. Mm-hmm. They might be on the receiving end of one. Hmm. Both of them think they won. Because now the tables have turned. Looks like they're looping back around. Yep. So they kind of like, I don't know, they like, the Alliance, they went forth, they like broke apart, went around, and they're gonna regroup and attack them from behind. That's so smart. And if we advance full speed ahead, wouldn't that be disengaging in a sense? Or are we going to result? Is it going to result in us disengaging? Oh, okay. He plans on rotating again, but getting some distance by advancing forward. Oh my gosh, no! This is where the plan crumbles, when everyone's not on the same page. Idiots. See, by continuing to charge forward, at least you'd be getting some distance between you and them way back here behind you. But if you try and turn, then you're just a sitting duck until you turn around fully. And in the meantime, they can just blow you up. All I know is, why don't they have like side cannons or back cannon? Well, I guess they need to have like the thrusters in the back or whatever they're called. But side cannons make sense, kinda. Oh snap! What is this mess? What? What in the world? But they did technically turn it from being a completely disadvantageous position to it being almost completely neutral. Oh my gosh, what a genius. He turned a losing situation into a draw. Yeah. Dang. Yang wen-li. Mm-hmm. He's trying to prove everyone wrong. Dude, this is so funny. Like, how they ended up like this. Oh, snap! We're gonna communicate to the man himself. If only Jean could have been a part of this, man. Or Jean. Man. This sucks, dude. And to think Jean could have been saved. Potentially. Oh, I know this has to hurt. If he had a little bit more authority, he could have saved him. But because that bonehead ignored his plan, John ended up getting killed. But I guess the biggest bonehead was the dude in John's actual ship. Man, so many lights, holy. He lived to see another day. And look at how mad they are. But at least his fleet members seem to be enjoying it. Oh no. John. And there she is, Jessica. Man. Dang, Overture to a new battle. Or I guess war or battle. Maybe the kanji they used could represent both. You got a promotion. Dang. You know, this whole episode just reminded me. Oh, wait, it's not over yet. Look at him. Claiming his throne. My boy. Well deserved. Well deserved, Reinhardt. You proved all of them wrong. They tried to kill you countless times. And he charged into it. Head first, fearless, confident, and ready. Alright, are we actually done now, or going to another scene? Okay. So he got promoted. But he doesn't seem happy. See? Ah, man, they both ended up getting the same reward in the end. But Yang's came with a bigger price. This whole movie just reminded me of the famous quote, which I think it goes like, war doesn't decide who's right, only who's left, which I think is perfect to summarize this, because oh man, John, dude, John didn't deserve that. John did not deserve that. But I mean, I guess it's just like, how do I explain it? I'm trying to think. With the quote, war doesn't decide who's right, only who's left. I guess that's just a way of saying, like, all this fighting and killing is kind of pointless, because at the end of the day, the most important thing is, like, how many people are left alive afterwards. If you kill everyone off trying to achieve this dream, then what's the point if everyone's dead? But like, it just sucks. But I love how they're both just like, they're fighting parallel battles. Like, Reinhardt, he wants to ascend the rankings so that he can get his sister out of that crappy situation, being locked up inside of that castle all day. And so, and like, as he worked his way up those rankings, he's had a extraordinarily difficult time getting through, not because of the tasks that were handed to him, because he were able to kind of knock those out of the park, but the most difficult part of him working his way up the ranks was the fact that everyone in the higher ranks were against him, and they were all trying to knock him down and even kill him on multiple occasions. So the fact that he was able to kind of exceed their expectations and end up winning in the end in all of those battles, that's like props to Reinhardt. He faced those challenges head on. He knew that they were suicide missions going in, and where most people would have like turned around or retreated, he went in head first and he ended up claiming this promotion that he's been striving so hard to achieve. And Yang Wen-li, he had the unfortunate position of not having the exact same status as Reinhardt, where he could like control how his fleet moves. He was kind of like an assistant. He was like a step below that, to where he could provide his opinion, like, hey, I have a plan, this is how we can win this war, and then ultimately it has to be approved or denied. And it seemed like on every single occasion it was denied until he was given the option to take over by the higher ups. Like, for example, I think before in the first movie, not the person who was actually controlling the fleet, but the people above that, they said like, all right, who wants to take the reins? And Yang said, I'll do it. And he ended up saving a bunch of people. And then this time it took the person commanding the entire fleet to not die, but get critically wounded. And then he said like, all right, you're the next in command, you take over from here. And he ended up turning a severely disadvantageous situation into a complete draw. Like, neither side would win. The way it was set up was if they kept battling, they'd only diminish each other's numbers, but at the end of the day, neither side would have resulted in a clear victor after that. So props to Yang for saving everyone, saving everyone that he could. But unfortunately, because he didn't have that same status as Reinhardt, where he could use his strategic talents and save the majority of the fleets, he were only able to kind of save the scraps because he didn't get that authority until the end. And he unfortunately lost his friend Jean because he had a plan that could have helped him. If Jean's fleet and the other fleet could have reunited from behind, then they wouldn't have been sitting ducks like they were before. They would have been in a more advantageous situation, and who knows, they maybe even could have won that fight from that plan. Now, not to discredit Reinhardt, because of course both of them, they have rivaling strategic abilities, and so one of them comes up with a really good plan, the other one finds a really good counterattack, and they just keep counterattacking each other back and forth. And it seems like every time Reinhardt and Yang encountered each other in battle, it resulted in a draw, and both of them ended up withdrawing from this fight, and I believe the first fight as well. Not the first, there's actually been 3 fights now that I think about it. And the second and third fight were the only ones where Reinhardt and Yang really clashed, and in both of those fights they ended up in draws. So honestly, it's really interesting seeing these two people from 2 different lifestyles like clash, and it's like they have so much in common but so much different at the same time. And ultimately at the end of the movie, both of them were given the same reward, which was a promotion, but the difference was Reinhardt got promoted for succeeding and for going into this suicide mission and coming out pretty much unscathed. Like, they lost members, of course, but they went in there with a massive disadvantage at the same time. So the fact that he was able to make it out of there with as many people that he did, that was why he was promoted. And then Yang, he ended up getting promoted because when all hope seemed to be lost and he finally got the reins, he was able to turn it around and turn that situation from a disadvantage to somewhat of a draw, and then save some lives when it looked like everyone was gonna die. So he ended up getting promoted, but it's kind of like it was too late, because if he would have had this before, he could have saved so many more people. But because he didn't have the authority, and because his plans kept getting rejected, a lot more people died than he would have liked, including his best friend John. So that's pretty much all of my thoughts on this episode, or this movie. I really enjoyed it. Both of these movies were a treat to watch. It was so cool being able to go into a classic anime like this and get into an entirely new genre, because I'm used to like shonen anime, slice of life, some kind of psychological anime, but this is the first time I ever really sat down and watched a sci-fi anime, and it was really cool. I enjoyed it. So if you guys enjoyed as well, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the episode down below, and subscribe. Also, real quick, before we end this, make sure to go into the comments section and thank LightxHeaven, if you have not already, for sponsoring both of these movies. Both of them were a treat to watch, and it seemed like you guys really enjoyed the first one, so I'm sure you guys will enjoy the second one as well. But with that, I'm going to head out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.